And this is the 30th season, citizens, and who better to host it than one of the best hosts to ever host anything on TV or otherwise. You just heard her change that man's life. She's a truth speaker. The one and only Tyra Banks is back. Tyra, I
miss you. Tyra! Everybody, how are you doing?
Oh, man, it's so excellent. Your energy right now, your energy's just put 10 steroids on mine. I love how you gave to that young man. We don't even know who he is. He's just somebody who emailed us his music, but I love your ability to connect with him and just really identify something that's going to be so useful for him. I appreciate that about you, Tyra. Thank you for doing that to that young man. You all right with me, Tyra Banks? You all right with me?
I want to see him soar. I want to see him, focus and go.
Is that what you teach? What is this class you're teaching?
So I haven't taught since the whole COVID pandemic has broken out, but I teach personal branding at Stanford Business School. And I teach it to second-year business students and how to take their own personal brand and have them compete against people in their sector, how to differentiate yourself so that you can either get a better job, hire better people, raise more money, all the different things that these business students want to do when they graduate.
So that's interesting. Radical differentiation is something that's a terminology that I learned decades ago and that I practiced early on in my career.
Yeah.
Sway,
let me tell you something about you. Even the physicality of you. I remember when you came out and you had these beautiful locks and this beautiful, covering over the locks, and it made a frame. It made you look like a Egyptian king. So even Sway coming out on a stage in silhouette, people knew that it was you. You didn't even need a light on you. Your silhouette was branded because of your hair and your style. That's personal branding. You probably didn't know you were doing that. I don't know. Maybe you did. I don't know.
I'm sorry. Heather, did you hear that? I almost got on bended knee listening to Tyra. I swear. I almost got on bended knee, Tyra, right there. Damn it. Thank you. But that's honestly something I was conscious of. So let me ask you this. Down the line, when you have people like me or others whose brand has been through a lifetime or 3 different iterations, what advice do you give people who have been branded well in the past, but their brand isn't as potent as it is as it was then?
There's differences. You can still continue to ride that wave and become a classic, meaning you're not necessarily super relevant of today, but there is a respect for the memory and the things that you've done. Or you can pivot and say, I'm going to continue to stay relevant. You're going to sacrifice some of the brand purity that you have, but you gain being able to get hired today. You brand being able to connect to a different generation. So there's different people that do different things. And neither one of them is a problem. And the whole legend and sticking to the original brands is not an issue if you are financially stable and can afford to do that.
So well said. Tyra Banks is here. Your brand, I'm going to let HB and Tracy jump in, of course. But one of the things that I've always admired about you, I was looking at your Instagram, and I saw a picture of you when you was like 23 years old, a post you had put, and you talked about wanting to open an ice cream company. You always have wanted to do that, and finally you've been able to do that. And you've been able to carefully craft and curate and design your career. But I'm curious, was it ever a point in your career where after doing all of these things, you ever woke up and thought, damn, what am I going to do next? Or was things always lined up for you?
Oh, hell no. Sway, I remember I had three years, which is ridiculous, but I had 3 years left on my Victoria's Secret contract, and I was panicking about what to do next. Now, 3 years is a long time to think about the next thing, but I was losing sleep like, what is next? I don't have a plan. I hadn't thought of America's Next Top Model yet. I hadn't thought about, producing TV and so I was panicked because I'm always trying to think about what is the pivot and what is the next thing. I had ideas and was very successful in them, and not all of them, but in a few of them. But I always am thinking about what is next.
Always thinking about that. Tyra Banks here. We're celebrating the 30th season
Woo!
The 30th season, ladies and gentlemen, of Dancing with the Stars. Monday, September 20th, 8 p.m. on the Money Channel, ABC. Jojo Siwa is going to be there. She's already making headlines for dancing with having a same-sex partner, right?
Yes, she is. Jojo Siwa is this beautiful pop star. Young girls, young boys, they love her. And she said that she is a lesbian. And she said, this is who I am, and this is what I'm about. She either said that she's lesbian or bisexual. So forgive me, Jojo, if I got it wrong. But she is LGBTQ, let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And she has this beautiful girlfriend, and we asked her to dance on Dancing with the Stars, and she said that she wanted to dance with a woman. We gave her the option, and she chose to dance with a woman. It's never been done before. I'm glad that it's there when I'm, executive producer and host of the show now. I think it needs to happen, and I'm really proud of her. And she's done save a lot of kids' lives that are feeling, kind of lost. So I'm proud of her.
Excuse me, y'all. I didn't mention that. We got the executive producer of Dancing with the Stars on the air with us, Heather B. I got to put a different T-shirt on.
Ow.
HB, you want to jump in?
I do. Hey, Tyra, this is Heather. Thank you so much for joining us again. We always love having you on the show. I was wondering, just as a host as well and being a part of it, how do you hold your emotions in terms of watching people dance, or maybe watching people not have such a good night, or maybe some people kill it? Even here with radio, sometimes people say things, some of our guests is cringeworthy. Sometimes we want to jump back and say, but we have to, we're here to host. How do you kind of hold your feelings when certain things happen on the show?
I try not to play favorites, or I try to smooth things over. But sometimes I let it loose, and I don't know if that's fair. I'll just come back on the dance floor dang, they killed it. Did you see that? Now people at home are voting, and I know they're going to be influenced by what I say, but sometimes I can't hold it in. So I don't really hold it in. Or last year, Jeannie Mai, she got really sick, and she had to leave the competition, and they showed this whole package of her in the hospital. I'm not even that close to Jeannie. I don't know if it's because the COVID was around in the world, and I just started breaking down on live TV and couldn't stop crying. So, I just kind of let it out. But I think I might need to hold back on the, dang, you killed it.
So I need to learn that, too.
I know.
Tyra, I'm so happy to have you on the show as well. With Sway, this is Tracy. What Sway was mentioning your Instagram, it brought me back to a very specific post that just made me smile so wide. And it was so simple, but I related to it. And you said, some take a chill pill, I take a wig break. And I'm not sure if you realize, Tyra, but you are the catalyst for so many women embracing, exploring, playing with wigs. I feel like you were one of the first in the mainstream, at least when it comes to my generation, to not hide around it, to be like, yeah, I'm here for the wigs. And that includes me, that's been inspired with that. And one of the things that would kind of irk me, although I also understood the sentiment, is when folks would be like, but Tracy, you have such nice natural hair. Why are you wearing a wig? As if I'm using it to substitute my hair, but it's because I love variety that I want to play. If I wear braids, no one says, Tracy, why do you have braids? You have so much natural hair. Can you speak on being one of the first, especially Black women, to embrace wigs? And were there times where people were uncomfortable with it? How did you navigate it? And what do you think about now of everyone having so many different types of wigs?
What's so funny is back in the day, people would wear fake hair and weaves and wigs, and they wouldn't talk about it in Hollywood. And I do remember being one of the first. It was me and Toni Braxton back in the 90s. And we were the two people that were like, yeah, this hair is fake, da-da-da-da. And people were looking at me like, oh, my God, you're admitting that? And I felt like I had a duty to people to say, this ain't my hair. This is a prop. And you too can have this. Don't look at me and think, oh, she got that hair. And child, this is a prop. And I take it off at night, or I take it off at the end of the month and have some cornrows underneath it. And so the beauty now is when I was doing that, I felt I had to. And truly, I did have to work. I had to wear that type of hair, that type of texture, that type of length. That is what I needed to do to get hired. Today, it's a different world. Now it's a choice. Sometimes I wear the wig, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I wear my hair, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I love to wear my hair natural, sometimes I don't. And so that choice is what is so beautiful, particularly with Black women today, that we are now being told on a big public stage that our natural hair is beautiful, that our wigs are beautiful, that all of these different things are beautiful. Some people even are attacking, like, when people have braids and there's an extension in it. They're like, well, that's not supernatural. You're still going to a certain different beauty aesthetic because your extensions are in your braids. It's like, you know what? It's all beautiful and it's all choices. And we have those beautiful choices now. We don't have to just say, oh, fake long straight hair is the only thing that will make you an acceptable beauty in the entertainment industry and walking down the street. So it's all about all these different varieties.
Yes.
Jewelry, hair jewelry.
Tyra
Word.
Banks, the EP of Dancing with the Stars, is on the line. We got the boss on the line. 888-742-3345. Zosanna, how are you? She's in Detroit.
I'm good. How are you?
Doing
Hey.
How
well.
you doing?
Doing well. Grand
Hey.
Rises.
Good, good. Hey, Tyra.
That's so cute. What's your question for
Good.
Tyra?
Oh, my God. How y'all doing? I was listening to y'all all morning, and I'm just like, dang, I hope I could get on here and talk to y'all.
Well, let me tell you why
Y'all
you
really, I just want to let y'all know y'all real inspirational. Y'all really be having mad jokes, but y'all real inspirational, and y'all got the woman who was the face for a lot of important things throughout the generations and everything of women. So
Yeah.
that's dope.
That's awesome, Zosanna. And the reason why we chose you is because of something Tyra said earlier about being different, and your name is so different that it caught my eye. What does it have definition to it?
My dad made my name while my mom was having me. So my dad's name is Joseph. My mom's name is Janice, but they call her Jana or Janny the nanny. You know what I'm saying? But he was like Joe, Jana, Josanna. He was like that's like unique. That's a written like nobody has that name. So he was like Josanna, and I used to spell it like two different ways. I used to spell it Josanna, or I could spell it Joszana.
Okay.
So I guess we get like buzz.
Josanna. Okay, great. You got a question for Tyra?
Yeah, I don't, not really, no. I just want to say thank you for being such an inspirational figure to a lot of us women. You really, like, made me want to be a model when I was younger. I was doing hella auditions. I was doing a lot of stuff. It's just I couldn't fall through with it because they would always be trying to charge, like, $5,000 to get dropped in California just like that. So I just really want to say me and my mom really been watching you and been sticking with you since day one, sis. Like, you really that woman. You really that one.
Oh, thank you so, so much. And I'm happy that you didn't give money, because a lot of people try to ask for money and will take your money and not give you the opportunities that you deserve. So I'm glad you didn't give people the money they were asking for.
It's we've just been trying to find certain like agencies that are real, like serious and everything, and like to go through. It's just hard nowadays because everybody be trying to scam you out of your money.
Exactly. And you keep your money. You keep your money. If you want to model, the best thing that you can do right now is your camera phone is your photographer. You can set it on, what do you call it? When it's taking the pictures itself. And you can have your friend be your Instagram best friend, your boyfriend be an Instagram husband, friend, you know what I mean? So, like, just take pictures, put them on Instagram, and just tag agencies, tag models, tag designers, tag everybody. That's the best way right now. Don't go paying tons of money to people that are not honest.
Ooh, Josanna, you just got the game right there, Josanna. There it is.
Josanna, what's your Instagram?
It is at JO baby, and then it's underscore. It's like 5 underscores, and I make custom rugs and doormats as well. So if y'all ever want something made, y'all could definitely DM me. I got a business page as well.
What's your
I
Instagram
love
again?
that.
I've been having ideas. I've been like, I gotta make this. I definitely gotta make this because I've been looking at your Instagram.
J.O. baby,
nice.
5 J.O. baby, 5 underscores. Lola, does it say Lola?
Yeah. Yes.
That's you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got 4 posts, Lola.
Yeah, you
on
better
your-
get on it.
I know.
You
I'm
got
lame.
4
I'm sorry.
and you started in 2020, and you got 4 posts.
And I need a happy hour rug. I'll buy a rug from you. I'll get a rug made, but just let me know what's up. You got one rug up here, girl. What you doing?
No. Y'all gotta look at my other page. I haven't been posting
The
like
rug
that.
plug?
These orders been crazy, but I definitely can send y'all some info. I just finished a 6-feet rug for a business called Managed Kicks. It's out in Detroit and everything. So definitely I can connect with y'all and I can send y'all information.
The Rug Plug LLC, or what is it?
Yup, at the Rug Plug LLC.
The Rug Plug with okay, you got it. It's 2 G's at the end of plug. The Rug Plug LLC. Tyra, what advice would you give her? Because she got 2 things going. Does she consolidate the rug business with the modeling, or does she create separate pages for them both?
Well, the differentiation would be her modeling with her rugs, right? That's what would make it more stand out. But just make sure it doesn't look like, the sexy girl on a car kind of on a rug. You know what I mean? So make sure it's kind of like a high fashion kind of, it can be sexy, but just not too far, because then people won't even be looking at the rug and you won't sell rugs.
Okay. Hey, Josanna, there you go. You got the game.
Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all stay blessed.
You too. All right. And keep growing. You got it from Tyra Banks. You a citizen.
Thank you.
Sway in the morning.
Wow. Tyra, you got time for one more?
I actually don't. They're telling me that I have to run, and I wasn't sure if the team was talking to you guys in your studio, but
okay.
I have to run.
You have to go
make some ice cream.
Okay, and talk about real quick. You guys are doing a contest with, it's called Smiles, right?
We are. Oh yeah. So it's like right now, when you come to some ice cream in LA and you wear a little something cool and you eat some ice cream and take a picture, we could possibly post you and get you some free ice cream. But even more than that, you guys can go to smilescream.com and you can order ice cream to your house. We will ship it to your house on dry ice. And there are so many other fun games and things inside of the box that we send you. So that's Smize, SMIZE, cream, CREAM.com, and get a Creams and Dreams box sent to your house.
There it is. Love you, Tyra. Make sure y'all check out Monday, 8 p.m. On ABC, Dancing with the Stars, season 30 begins. Tyra Banks, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause.
Thanks,
that was
Tyra.
amazing. Take care.